So I was just hanging out in this room and I found this. It is the YouTube Annual Survey 2011. Tell us about your first kiss. My first kiss was probably when I was about 10. Crap, it was even earlier than that, wasn't it? My first kiss was probably when I was about 9, which seems quite young. And it was one of 2 girls. I think it was like Kelly or Danielle. I think they were their names, possibly. Might have been Katie, I don't know. It sounds horrible to say it was with one of 2 girls, but the reason is because I just moved into a school and the girls there liked new people. And even though we were quite young, I sat at a table and one of them kissed me and the other one said, I want to kiss him. So she kissed me. I can't remember which order. I kissed them both a few times and that was pretty much all I remember. The most expensive item of casual clothing ever bought is actually an item I purchased specifically for VidCon. When I was going over there, I was running a Sopio stand, just selling cars and stuff like that. I thought I'd get some t-shirts made, because that way I can just continue and advertise the product. Most of the t-shirts I got made were just standard t-shirts, which didn't really say much. But I made one specifically for me, because my favourite card is the Tiny Magician. So I got this t-shirt made. So it's got the Tiny Magician just on there, and the rabbit. And then on the back, it says Sopio, and it just says Tiny Magician plus 100. And it costs £35. Each item is like vectorised, and it's like cloth in the middle, and yeah, there's just lots of different colour and patterning on it. I put some effort into making it look as really good as possible. What was the first job you ever wanted as a kid? The first job I ever wanted as a kid was a motorbike racer. The reason I wanted to be a motorbike racer is because my dad really liked motorbikes and he had it on TV a lot, and I thought that looks cool. I guess it stayed with me a little bit because when I got the choice at 17 of taking car lessons or motorbike lessons, I took motorbike lessons and kind of wish I'd taken car lessons now. But it's alright because I can ride any motorbike I want, so that's at least fun. Tell us about your school friends. Now, I was with the geek group at school. That hasn't changed. I'm still a geek. I have 18 gigs of comics on my computer, just to show that I am quite geeky. It was me, Mark and Chris. Me and Mark were really good friends, and him and Chris were really good friends from like the previous school, so we all kind of like formed like a trio. It was really good fun. We haven't heard from Chris in quite a while. He refuses to join any social network sites and doesn't answer his phone or emails. He might be dead. I still see Mark. In fact, I hung out with him for lunch the other day in London, which was lovely. What would you name your kids? Now, even though it's a bit premature, I'm not ready to have kids. I have thought about what I would name them, just for fun. And I quite like fire. Now, I'm not a pyromaniac, I'm not going to set a light to things, but I like fire, it's kind of relaxing. So I thought if I'm going to name a kid, I want their name to be fire related. So I looked at boys' names because I'm a man, so I figured I'd just do that. And looked at fire related names, and I saw Kenneth, which means born of fire. I figured Kenneth would be a good name, and then because I've got my dad's first name as my second name, I'd probably give him my first name as his second name. So it would be Kenneth Danny or Kenneth Daniel. And the only other thing I thought of was Damien, Hell and everything. And then Alexander is a very protective, angelic name, so I'd probably put those two together as well. So if I had a second kid, it'd be like Damien Alexander. But I don't think any girl I get with is going to let me have those names, so I don't suppose it matters much. And finally, who do you want to answer the survey next? Well, I think some of the people I met in America at VidCon were quite cool. So Morgan Page Loves, Rachel Makes It Awkward, The Four of Clubs. Those 3, that'd be cool. I'd like to know more about their lives. Just as I said, I just found this in this room. And that was it.